The National Police Service is calling for stricter measures to protect Kenyans and their property against the impact of demonstrations. The police want Parliament to outlaw noise pollution during picketing. In a rejoinder, however, the Independent Policing Oversight Authority has cautioned members of Parliament against passing laws that will further limit fundamental rights.
The Assembly and Demonstration Bill 2024, sponsored by Mbeere North MP Geoffrey Roku, currently before the National Assembly Administration and Security Committee, seeks to regulate demonstrations by specifying prohibitions and imposing liability for damage on the convener of the demos. Appearing before the Security Committee, the National Police Service and the National Police Service Commission supported the bill, calling for stricter measures to protect Kenyans not interested in the demos. The security agencies urged MPs to include provisions to restrict protesters from making noise during the picketing.
There must be a way of managing, separating noise from demonstration, so that we do not have a group that has hired a DJ or an MC to run around town, entertaining town, and then in the middle, then they will say what they want to say. So that those two are separated, so that you're only allowed to demonstrate and make your petition known without involving noise in your demonstration.
Where does the responsibility lay? Because a law that does not spell out responsibility, either to the protester or to the enforcer, then it means it is a law that is on a limb.
The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, however, opposed the bill, arguing it gives wide discretion and powers to police officers, as well as limits the rights of Kenyans.
This bill, in our view, gives wide discretion and powers and is overly broad. It is very limiting with regard to the rights in Article 37. Chair and members, the manner of limiting rights is already provided for in Article 24 of the Constitution. And the Constitution requires that when you are limiting rights under Article 24, 2B and C of the Constitution, that the limitation must be specific on the nature and extent of that limitation. And secondly, you cannot limit a right in a manner in which takes away that right.
IPOA instead called for withdrawal of the bill to allow the ongoing review of the Public Order Act.
What this amendment?
Meanwhile, the National Assembly Transport Committee is considering a bill sponsored by Limuru MP John Kiragu that seeks to give the National Transport and Safety Authority NTSA powers to regulate and investigate all forms of accidents, including air, sea and land.
But the most important thing is to have this body to take care of the accident and incident investigation, but it must also be seen in the eyes of the public and everybody that is an independent body.
Gishoke Washira, Prime Edition.